Mother, a word, if you're not busy.
Dimitri, I am never too busy for family. Come in. Your timing is good. I could use a break from this chicken scratch anyway.
What are you doing?
Looking over the city's finances. I'm trying to get a real sense of where we are, but the former burgomaster was a bit more laissez than fair with the taxpayer. But not here. You needed me.
Irina has made up her mind. She's going to find them come morning.
And you are going with her.
What? Yes. How did you know what I...
You have changed a lot in 10 years, Dima, but I still see the boy I knew. What?
No, nothing. Just, I believe that's the first time you call me Dima since, I've been back.
Oh, sorry. Old habits, you know.
No. You can call me Dima, if you want.
Oh, splendid, good. Oh, the urge is in me to ask you not to go, Dimitri. I just got you back, and if you are with them, you will be in terrible danger.
Aren't we all?
You know what I mean.
I do, but Mama, that is why I need to be with them. It was wrong to try to save the valley alone. God, it only took me 10 years to figure it out. But with them, with those heroes, we have a real chance at a free Barovia. It's what Uncle Adrian died for. How can I not be a part of it?
I will not ask you to do so. And it is still a mother's portion to worry, as it is a son's to seek his own way. We would not deprive each other of these things, no?
I never really thought about it like that.
Mothers always know something you don't. Now go. Keep the princess safe, and yourself as well, Dima.
Hey Dungeoneers, thanks so much for joining us for another episode of the Strahdcast. If you like what we do here, remember to follow us on YouTube or subscribe via your favorite podcast app to get notified every time we release new episodes. Thanks again, and take your listen with advantage. When last we left our heroes, they awoke in the Berserker camp after a true night to remember. Drogar made breakfast, while Winnie communed with her god to ask the big questions about life. Kaz and Zarya shared a fond farewell kiss, proudly declaring their bond, and our heroes set off once more for Vallaki. What will await them upon finally returning to the center of the valley? Find out now on the Strahdcast. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Shuffle off this mortal coil and transport yourselves to the far, foggy realm of Barovia. You've made it back to the city at last.
You would all notice too, Olaf made himself very small in the cart while we were entering into the city. So you all were getting the fanfare and the greeting, and he was kind of hunched and legs tucked up, just crouched in the cart, kind of looking around.
I think you're back there with Dimitri for a moment, and he turns to you and he says, "You know, Olaf, their adoration is as much deserved by you as any of the rest. Without you, who knows what could have happened at that tower."
Our people have had a distant relationship for a while now. It's a little unsettling to be inside this city.
This I understand. My grandfather once tried to kill me. And yet, here we have just had a picnic with him. Times are changing, Olaf. The rules that we knew are different. A new set, not Strahd's anymore, but maybe theirs. Or maybe we get to make up our own.
I do like the sound of that. I just, I'm one not used to being seen, if you know what I mean.
Zarya chose you for a purpose. I don't think she does anything wantonly. Be proud, Olaf. Show your face to these people. They want to see you and know you.
Aye. Thank you, friend.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
I think he'll straighten up a little bit after that.
Great.
And then, shows when the cart stops, he's a little more willing to step out.
Great.
And you feel the cart stop kind of right in front of the blue water. And he is, "Right, everyone off. I'm going to take Dizzy around back to the stable with the cart. Kaz, would you mind grabbing the barrel off the back for Danica?"
That's right. We took a couple of barrels back.
Yeah, I got it. Specifically the newest one.
Yeah. Completing the trifecta.
Yes.
And I think to Olaf, she'll sort of give him like a thump on the chest and be like, you know, I before coming here, I wasn't really fond of cities either, but this one's kind of nice. And if you got to start somewhere, start in the building that has the wine in it.
Hi, Kavan, I like the way you think. I'll carry this for you. Throw the cask up on
on both shoulders.
Oh my god, the excitement that Tyler gets in his face to just serve Kavan.
It's so sweet.
We should all be so lucky.
Yes, you should.
So great. So then Drogar, you're bringing the cart around the back. You two are going in the front. Winnie, what do you want to do?
Do you guys need any help?
No, but could use some company.
Okay, I'll go with you. I'll go with Cass. Can Irina come?
Yeah, I'm not the queen here.
I am so wonderfully excited to see Ismark. Oh, the poor boy, he's probably worn himself into a flurry.
He's probably pooped in the pants. We should go.
Right. So the three of you, Olaf, wines, casks of wine on your shoulders, Kaz, Winnie, Dimitri, and Irina head in the front door. Inside, you find a flurry of motion and excitement that you had not come to expect at the Blue Water. Like, it's always been maybe the most active place in the city, but like when you first got here...
That was a low bar.
Yeah, right. I mean, it was the hunters in the corner and a couple of sour grapes in the other corner. Yeah. But like now, I think we're a little ways past midday now at this point, and there's a bunch of people in there. You know, the tables are full. And in fact, as you walk in and heads turn to see you entering into the building, you're met with maybe a chorus of like raised tankards and fists pounding on the tables, cheers for your name as people walk in, many of them shouting, the beacon, the heroes who brought the beacon back, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And you see across the way Ismark behind the bar, and he looks up with, you know, he's got like a bar rag over his shoulder now, and he looks a little bit more in his element than he has before, a bit more self-possessed, but as soon as he sees you, his eyes go wide and a huge smile cracks across his face. And he says, "You're back!" And he rushes out from around the bar and just kind of immediately makes his way up to all of you. And I think to Irina first and throws his arms around her, which she returns in kind. And they just kind of for a moment just hold each other there, siblings reunited. As they break, you know, he kind of like still has his arms around her, his hands on her shoulders, and he like looks her up and down and she says, "You look taller." And she says, "Well, I've done a lot of growing while I've been away with our friends, Ismark." "Oh, yes, me too indeed, only wider as Ismark has been catching me well fed." "Oh, it is wonderful to see you all again. Please, come in. Can I get you anything? Well, anything you need."
Wine?
A capital idea. You can never go wrong. Yes, please, come in, make yourselves comfortable. Everyone is here. Ogun and Vasilka are in the back if you want to see them. But God, it is good to see you. I don't wonder if I could perhaps just steal Irina for a bit. You know, it has been some time.
Oh, yes. Oh, of course. We can just sit here at the bar.
Yeah, it's not really our call.
Be about your business, but God, it is good to see you back. Have you been very successful on your adventures? You know what? Don't tell me. I don't want to know. It'll just stress me out. But I trust all is well.
Some good, some bad, but we're here.
Oh, and that's really all we can ever ask for, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, do take a seat. I'll make sure to send something special over to you.
Hey, where do you want me to put this wine?
Oh, yes, we can provide the wine.
Oh, well, hello?
This is Olaf. Olaf, this is Ismark. This is Irina's brother.
Oh, hello, lad.
Oh, well, it is very, very wonderful to meet you, Olaf. Welcome to the Blue Water.
Thank you. Where do you want me to put this wine?
Yes, please do. Just follow me to the back, and we'll store it back there. Those of you who are making your way to a table, as you make your way across, you see a small frame wiping down the table in front of you. And as she turns around, you see Gertruda.
Oh my God. Jesus.
That's exactly what this girl needed, was some experience in the service industry.
Yes.
Yeah, and so, like, she turns and she, like, does a big exasperated sigh and, like, wipes the sweat from her brow as you make your way over.
Earning your keep, are we?
Oh, it's you three. You're back, I understand, gallivanting across the place on all your brave adventures while I am left here to toil and rot.
Oh, never fear, Gertruda, for it is I, your noble knight, here to rescue you.
Yes, well, you haven't done a very good job. I was supposed to be whisked away to a place of flight and fancy, and instead here I am. Do you know what that terrible Danica woman said to me? She said that if I don't start working and earning my keep, she was going to throw me out. Can you believe that? Me? Working.
I have to say,
I had a nickel.
Trevor.
don't worry, Gertruda. I'm sure any day now your fairy godmother will come whisk you away from this place.
Do you know any?
Not yet, but if I come across any, I'll make sure to mention you.
Oh, this is ludicrous. Has anyone ever been more tortured in the history of sentient life? Look at my hands, they're wrinkly. I'll never be wet now. Who would want to marry a girl with fingernails like this?
I don't know, they're still pretty soft.
Oh, what do you know about it? Well, I have you to thank for this anyway.
Gertruda,
Woof.
say the word, and I will whisk you back to Strahd's castle. Atta girl.
Can I get you anything?
Order! Oh, that's funny.
Welcome to the blue water, you bunch of boobs, and she storms away. And she storms off.
Oh no. Oh, that's funny.
That's very good.
She's fun. Let's cut to Drogar going back around the stables.
Yeah.
So you make your way around to the back where the stables to be. And as you do so, that sound of chopping wood gets louder. Mm-hmm. And you come around the bend, kind of turning. I kind of picture it like there's kind of like a fence that comes out of the sides of the blue water and encases this back area. I kind of picture it at like a little bit of a corner. And so you make your way around past the fence. And as you do so, coming around the bend, you see a massive figure stood with an enormous axe. And you hear like a soft thud as this axe plunges into the soft ground outside the stables. And you see this figure with one arm pick up a huge log, place it on an even larger one. And then with that same arm, one-handed heft the massive axe, bring it up, and just kind of let gravity fall, and it makes that really satisfying splitting sound. You know the one. You, Ned, more than almost anyone know the one. As Ezek.
Not to toot my own horn, but...
Hurry up and turn that wood into paper so I can give you my number.
Very good. And you see, like, there is just an enormous pile of split firewood kind of resting up against the side of the building. He splits this log and he puts the axe back into the earth and kind of turns, again, using his one arm to wipe the sweat from his brow. He kind of has the sleeve of his missing arm's shirt sleeve kind of like wrapped up and coiled and pinned against the side of his shirt. So very cleanly still missing that arm. And as he turns and kind of catches notice of you, he said, "It's you."
Ezek.
Yes.
How are you?
Alive. Where is the little one?
Winnie?
Is that her name?
Yes.
Where is Winnie?
Winnie is, I believe, inside the blue water.
And he kind of turns and reaches with his one arm into the folds of his shirt, and he pulls out.
No. Oh my God.
Handouts.
give this to her.
Oh my god.
You know, Isaac, you don't need to just split wood.
I find it more appealing than splitting heads.
Well, that's fair. I can't argue with that. If you'd like, you can come join us in the Blue Order for a drink.
No, not yet.
All right.
Give that to the little one. Then we'll see.
Fair enough, old man.
And wordlessly, he just picks up the axe again and keeps splitting.
Oh my god. You gonna roll to read it? Oh Jesus. We're watching Ned go through a moral conundrum. If he's gonna read the note or just give it to Winnie. Oh, he's not gonna do it. I don't know.
Drogar will enter the Blue Order.
A gentleman.
So then, you enter as you see Kaz and Winnie kind of come to settle down. You see Gertrude off in a huff, and you see Olaf disappearing into the back with the casks.
And you just see Winnie put both arms up and Kaz lift her bodily.
Yeah. yeah.
And I think Drogar just comes in, and as he comes in, he goes, "Friends! Hey!" And then he kind of walks over and he goes, "Gertrude, what's wrong?"
Can't you see? And she just kind of holds up her fingernails.
Was it something I said?
And at this point, notably, I think Irina has gone off with Ismark to kind of catch up.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. What's out of curiosity, what's Dimitri doing?
He would maybe go with Olaf to go see Erwin. So let's say it's just you two.
Just the ladies. Okay.
Can I get something to drink?
Watered down.
Daggone it. Oh no, I know!
Sure. Yeah. Watered down.
Olaf comes out and gives you both full glasses of wine.
Yes.
We don't want to stunt her growth.
Drogar's right.
I'm not gonna get any taller.
Drogar's right there.
She's the little wolf. She deserves a full glass of wine.
I'll sip slow.
Yes.
I'll sip.
Yes, that's all right.
When I was that age, I was already drinking casks on my own.
I'm holding my huge mug and I'm looking around and I'm waiting for boys to leave.
Right, very well. And I kind of go over to Aragorn it up in the corner.
Great. Light the pipe and smoke the pipe and brood. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I think I probably sit next to you.
Yeah, y'all can share a pint.
We share a pint and fucking share a
Great.
glass.
So yeah, then we have boys' corner and girls' corner.
There's a joke to be made about brooding, but it's bro, like bro.
Brooding.
Brooding.
Yeah.
When you
Bro. Do you want a brood, brah?
Bro, do you even brood?
There it is.
Bro, do you even brood is a really fun shirt.
Bro, do you even brood, brah?
That's great.
That's the shirt. Yep. I see the note being taken.
Time is yours.
All right. Before you explode. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh. You guys kissed on the mouth. You kissed lips in front of everybody.
We did kiss on the mouth, yes.
Oh my gosh. Are you guys like girlfriends? Girlfriends? What happened?
We kissed on the mouth.
Okay.
How?
How?
Well, our mouths touched.
I know, but what did you say? Did she say, "Can I kiss you?" Or did you say, "Can I kiss you?" Or did you guys just oh, and then there was just the right time and kiss?
Yeah, I guess it was kind of that third thing. There wasn't a lot of discussion about what was to happen.
Do you like her?
Yeah, I do.
What do you like the most?
She's really strong. Maybe even stronger than me.
Whoa.
I know. I think I've known for a little while that I really like her.
How did she know? You know that she liked you back.
She went to great lengths to make me feel relaxed. Because I think she could tell that that's something that I don't often feel. Or are you writing this down?
This.
She went to great lengths to help me feel relaxed, which is something that it's not something I feel often, and it's not something I let myself feel often. But she did. She put her hands on my shoulders, and I think she knew. She knew that I wanted to kiss her on the mouth. And so I think she just gave me the opportunity to do so.
Were you scared?
A little.
Had you kissed somebody before? No? Oh my god, how did you? Oh my gosh, how did you? My way warden.
Oh, my way, warden.
How did you know how to do it?
Do you remember when we talked about riding the bees?
Yes. Yeah.
Kind of felt like that. When we were hunting that boar, there was a moment when you were about to let that rock fly out of your slingshot, where you thought, I could do this, and it could go well, or I could fail. It could scare the boar and make it run away, or worse, it could anger the boar and make it attack us. And you had to make a decision. And you made the right one. It kind of felt like that.
But what if it did go bad? Would you just die?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, God, it's so scary.
Yeah.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I am.
Good.
She has to put her hands on both sides of the mug.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. This, you seem really keen on learning something from this.
I don't know. I'm just really interested.
Mm-hmm. Like maybe you could learn something that you could apply to a situation in the future.
Maybe in the future. This seems like stuff that my mom would have been really helpful with.
Yeah.
Not that this is not helpful.
Your mom's probably really great, and I wouldn't try to be her.
But this is good. I might not even, maybe if I was talking to my mom, I would be too nervous to even ask. But I'm just thinking about it.
But it seems like you really want to learn something to apply to a situation in the future. And maybe you have something in mind.
Okay, I don't know about kissing anybody right now.
Who said anything about kissing?
Just it feels like this is weird, but it's hard to be friends with Pasha sometimes. You know what I mean? It's like we were friends, just friends.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. It's kind of hard to be friends with Zarya.
I don't really know what to do about that. And oh my gosh, what? He could just turn into a bird and fly away, and I could never see him again and never find him again.
You can't change what anyone else is going to do. You can really only control yourself. But if someone else is going to do anything, they might as well know as much as they can. You know?
Yeah.
I can't make Zarya kiss me on the mouth, but I can tell her that I would like to kiss her on the mouth. And what happens after that is kind of up to her. And me. And her. And me. And her.
Can I ask you a crazy question?
Yeah.
Is it weird that you're both girls?
No. I like her and she likes me.
Cool. I don't know if you will think this is fun, but I really want to find a new outfit to wear for my birthday party. Do you want to come with me and Irina and figure out outfits? Also, does Zari want to come to my birthday party?
It couldn't hurt to ask.
Okay, I'll send her a message.
Sure, yes. As far as outfits go, I'd like to be there. I don't really know that I have a lot of good advice to give. I think Irina's really good at that. But, I don't know, maybe I could learn something too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You want an outfit?
I kind of want to know what goes into picking one.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Little one.
Hmm.
A note has come into my employ, and it is addressed to Irina or her small friend.
I'm a small friend.
Yes, you are.
Who from?
It is written from Ezek. I have not looked at it.
Should I look at it first before I give it to Irina? I kind of think I should look at it before I give it to Irina, in case it's sad.
Your name's on it. Kind
It
of.
is addressed to Irina or her small friend, and Drogar does a pan around the room. I do believe you are the small and the friend.
Okay, I'm gonna go take a look, and then I think I want to go and talk to Danica. I will be back. Where are we? Are we in like our corner booth?
Yeah, we'll say there's. Well, I
next to
think
the
it's
jukebox.
pretty safe to say at this point y'all have a table in the blue water.
Sure.
You know that you.
Standing reservation.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and the one that that you always go to.
It's a
like,
round
basically.
table.
I like to picture it in
4
the
seats.
corner. That's like the round, right in the tucked into the corner,
With the
and
big
it's
window?
circular. Yeah. I like to imagine it like as you walk in, it's to the left over in the corner.
Okay.
As you walk through the front door, because you walk in the front door, across the room is the bar.
Oh my god, I have a totally different layout in my mind. Don't talk anymore.
All right.
No, I kid. No, please
whatever's
say.
in your brain is true. Whatever's in your
I
brain.
have a very like
Yeah, I thought the bar was on the left.
The bar is on the left, and our corner booth is in the deep right.
Yep.
I see it completely
It's the
differently.
farthest
I
right
actually see it
corner.
exactly
Yeah,
like Trevor
absolutely.
said it. I see the
When you walk in, it's a long bar on your left, the kitchen
We just
behind.
Like
And
then
kitchen
our-
is back left, I
This is
feel like.
interesting.
No, I'm realizing that I
Right?
have
Yeah.
never thought about
Okay.
this. I've never thought about this. I have the same problem when I read novels. Like, you know how people complain when they see a movie based on a novel that they really love, and they're like, "That's not how I pictured it." I never have that problem because, like, I don't know. I think
This is interesting.
it's
I
not that I
picture it
don't
so
picture. It's
vividly.
not that I don't picture it. It's just like it's like watching a series of AI generated images. Like it just becomes
Happens.
so like
The way that I picture it is you walk in the front
it's
door.
wherever it is that day.
And as you walk in the front door, the ceiling is pretty low because that is on the second floor where the rooms are.
Mhm.
And so then you walk in, and so for the first maybe 15 feet, the ceiling is really low, and then it opens up.
And then you can see up into the top floor.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
There's railing and
And the bar is right across from you walk in the door and you can see Ismark right across the way from you.
You know, I think that is how I pictured it. I think I pictured the bar being directly across from the door. And aside from that small change, it has a layout kind of similar to the bar in Peaky Blinders.
Sure.
You guys have watched Peaky Blinders, the bar that's like their home base that they own.
Well, all right. That's interesting. Interesting to see to think about
Yeah,
the bar
I like
on the
that.
left, though. Yeah.
And we're all wrong.
I love
No, we're all right is the thing. We're all correct. It's whatever is in your brain is correct.
Yeah.
That's the fun part about that. But anyway, regardless of where you have the bar, what were we doing?
it. I am going to take this note and I'm going to go upstairs. And I imagine I'm going to go into you get into the rookery through the boys' room, right?
You can get in that you can. There's I guess that's the way that you know. That's the only way you've ever seen. But when you've been up in there, you've seen there are other trapdoors other than the one that you've come through. So ostensibly that means that there is a secret door in like all of the bedrooms upstairs.
We did go up one other way one time, right? I think like once the alliance was formed, we came back and they let us up and they were having
That might be
meeting.
true. Yeah, probably through the master bedroom one.
okay.
In that case, but yeah, in their master bedroom, it's the same deal. It's like the trapdoor and a ladder, like ladder stairs come down out of
Yeah.
it, and you can get up there.
So I'm going to go up to the boys' room. In my imagination, the boys are not up there right now. They're
Okay.
like out doing something.
Sure.
And I just go into that quiet room and I hear like an echo of spiders, no.
Yeah.
Like there's like a moment of remembering
when you,
a simpler time that feels like so long ago. And then I'm going to sit down and like, sit down on the floor and lean my back up against one of the boys' beds with the trapdoor above me and read the note.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, they both have, there's two sort of twin-sized 4-poster beds in there.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is covered in, one of them is covered in sort of depictions of knights and castles and dragons and that kind of thing. And on the other side, there's just like little portraits and paintings and depictions of the circus, like clowns and festivities and elephants and things like that.
Then I'm going to go up to that and run my hand along it because I've never seen anything like that.
Like what? Like the elephant?
I've never seen a circus.
Oh, okay, sure.
Or an elephant.
Sure, fair enough. Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then I'll run my hand along that and then sit down and lean my back up against it and read the note.
Okay, cool. You have it.
Irina or her small friend. I'm so scared. Irina. The small one told me I should write a letter to explain that I am your brother. At first, I did not think much of the idea, to be honest. The Baron was a man of many words. Too many, in fact. I had always thought them frivolous, finding action more effective and less prone to abuse. Still, though in my heart I love you as much as I had when you were very small, in my mind I have never known you. So, if your companion thinks this the best way to reach you, then a letter it shall be. I wish to know you. It would bring peace to my heart, and perhaps peace to our mother and father as well. However, I do not wish to open a wound you did not know was there. I leave it in your hands. If you wish to know more of our shared story, then seek me out. If I never see you, then too do I understand. Your brother, Isaac. And I fold it up and look at it. And I sit there for a second thinking about how complicated the world is. And I can't imagine not wanting to know my brother. And there's so much I don't understand. And then I pull out my slingshot and shoot it at the trapdoor.
Yeah, at this point you're pretty practiced. You know how to line it up. Like maybe you can line the corner up with the frame of a window or something, and you know right there it'll get it. But yeah, you hit the latch and it swings open and the ladder kind of stairs come down and you can clamber up.
And seeing the I get a little excited and I'm smiling and I take the ladder up. You say it's like stairs down, or is it like a ladder?
It's like, when you kind of like pull down when you pull down the hatch of an attic and the stairs are kind of built in.
I take them
the latch
like on all fours.
Yeah.
Up there. Yeah.
Great. So you head up there, and it is sort of quiet and dimly lit. And in fact, as you get up there, the first sound that you hear is just the scratching of a quill delicately across papers. But the room is much transformed. When you first came up in here, it was pretty Spartan. It was pretty much just an empty, open attic space, and it was kind of a lodge where keepers they can come and rest for the evening. It essentially was just a rookery. Now there's tables everywhere with huge rolls of paper splayed out on all of them, with maps, and there's ledger books everywhere. With tallies and countings. For what, who could say? But there's important business documents on covering the tables, and you kind of have to wind your way through.
Graphs and charts. But you kind of have to maneuver your way through like a winding path of laden boxes and stacks of books and caches of weapons and piles of material to get to, at the far end, backed by the window, the top window of the building from the facade outside, just filtering through. You see Danica at a desk, kind of diligently going away with a quill at some parchment on her paper. And as you step in, she looks up
And she actually has, you notice for the first time some like half moon spectacles that kind of slide down, rest just at the very tip of her nose, and that she looks down the bridge through to see what's in front of you. And as you come in, she looks up. She says, I would know those little feet anywhere.
Hey. What are you working on?
A business I'm sure you would find very boring.
Do you find it very boring?
Well, no, but that's because if I don't do it, we all die.
That's good business.
So too it falls to us women, huh? Yeah. But you are back. This is wonderful news. I had heard some tales that you were heading back in our direction. It is good to see you, Winnie.
It's good to see you too.
I do hope the rest of your companions are safe.
Everybody's good and safe.
Wondrous. Wondrous well.
I know you have a lot of work to do. I have a question to ask, a proposition, perhaps.
Oh.
May I sit?
Well, step into my office, young lady. And she gets up from her desk and walks around, and there's, another chair opposite hers. And she kind of pulls it, just like slides it out a little bit and like gestures for you to come sit. Very good. Can I get you anything? I always like to offer business partners a refreshment.
What kind of a refreshment?
Well, mostly we have wine, and I don't know that Drogar would be good with that, but I certainly can get you a nice cup of tea.
Tea, I have found, is still gross, and I don't get it. So, I'm good, thank you.
Well, very well.
Okay, I have a question. I would like to rent the Blue Water for my birthday party. What nights do you have available?
She kind of like, there's a moment where she's like, she looks, you know what I'll say? Give me an insight check, Winnie, as this conversation proceeds.
I have rolled, I'm so scared at this
First roll.
It's been so brutal, the
I know,
rolls.
it has been tough for Winnie
really
lately.
Tough. And I rolled my lucky number.
Oh, what is it?
Is that a good lucky number or bad lucky
Good lucky number. You said insight?
Yeah.
My insight is insane now. I rolled a 24.
Hot dog.
Oh, wow.
That's level 9 for you.
Oh, no, 23.
Nice.
That's still, that isn't insane.
Danica looks very tired.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than you look tired.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I know.
I don't know if Winnie knows that
I
about
thought I
women
looked good
yet.
today.
I know.
But
I mean, I
I'll
guess.
go fuck myself.
But like it's evident, and I don't know what that translates in Winnie's brain to exactly. But she has really deep dark circles under her eyes, and her hair, which is normally so elegantly and gracefully coiffed, to really put her that silver streak of hers on full display. It's just bound up, and there's like just frayed, there's loose hairs going out in all directions, like the head of an old broom. And like, granted, I think when a long time passes in between our actual play, my headcanon is that that's just kind of how it works in Barovia, because you never see the sun, and all the grays are the same gray day one after another. Time, like, just who fucking knows really anymore,
Yeah.
So I think, even though it has only been like maybe a little over a week then since you last left Vallaki, it does feel like months maybe since you've been here.
A lot happened.
Right. And a lot has changed. Yeah. And so, yeah, you happen to notice that. But as you say that, as you ask to rent the Blue Water for your birthday party, her shoulders roll back. And at first she's just like a little taken aback. Almost she like doesn't exactly know. Her face is one of surprise almost. And then this big grin spreads across her face and her shoulders roll back a little bit. And she just eases and lightens a little bit and says, well, we are one of Vallaki's premier destinations, you understand.
I do.
But considering the good service you have done to my family, I think we can work out a discount rate.
I'm happy to pay full price. I have 8 gold. What is the going rate for one night?
Yes. Well, as astute in business as you would know,
The going rate for renting a premises for a private interchange is generally about a copper an evening.
Can I give you 4 gold?
Why would you need to do that, young Winnie? I have just told you the price.
I just want to give you half of everything I have.
Then who am I to deny you?
Okay. I would like to rent the Blue Water for my birthday party. Tomorrow night? Is that enough time?
Well, let me check my schedule. And she kind of rolls her chair back and she pulls like the drawer out of the desk and she pulls this huge like ledger book out of the
Vellum.
Yeah, right. Like, and like as she drops it onto the table, boom, it chunks down. And she opens and like licks a finger and dashes through a few pages. We have just such an opening.
That's great. Everybody is still invited. Let me get you, and I'll go fishing through my bag. I think Winnie's never had her own money before. Mm-hmm. There was no need for it. So there is 8 loose gold floating around in her bag right now.
in various places. Yeah.
And so I think I have to like dump out my whole bag. Everything is like a little blood spattered. I'm like,
oh God, it would be, wouldn't it?
You're wiping the coins off.
I'm wiping coins down, and I'm just counting carefully, like wiping down 4 gold. And then I'll, stack it up nice and slide it up over to her.
She picks one up and she says, hard earned, I see.
Yeah.
How are you, Winnie?
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Can I just put my head in your lap?
Come here, my girl. It's not always so fair, is it? That's okay. It's okay to feel the way you're feeling,
I don't know what I'm feeling.
That's okay too. When Dmitri left, every day I would leave the house. I would fly to the shores of Lake Baratok because we used to go there when he was a boy. The werewolves showing up. The very werewolves you have now freed the place of, might I add. Put an end to those visits. But I would go there every day. I don't know why. I didn't expect to see him there, or find him there. But I just did it. Because it made me feel good to exercise control over something. I have come to learn, young Winnie, that life is 10% of the things that happen to us, and 90% what we do about it. And sometimes the things that happen to us are unfair. You being here, Winnie, that's unfair. And I hope you don't feel like it is your fault.
No, I just miss my mom.
It is good and right to miss our family when they are not near. Do you want to tell me about her? Would that help?
I just wish she could be here for my birthday.
I bet she wishes that too.
I just wish she could teach me about stuff.
It is a wondrous gift for a parent to be able to give lessons and gifts to a child. I lament your mother missing this opportunity. But that does not mean you have not learned much since you have been here.
No, I just sometimes, when something happens for the first time, I wish she could be there.
I do.
I don't want to just tell her about it later.
She knows. I felt it when you all reached my boy. I awoke that night and I looked out the window of this very office, and I saw Firefly in the sky, and I thought they found him. She knows, Winnie. She knows.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. Would you like to stay here for a time while I finish my accounts?
Yeah.
Lovely. And she just takes one hand and kind of softly strokes your hair, and with the other picks back up the quill, and without skipping a beat, just continues on.
I'll just stay there.
And just stay there for a while.
Ooh. Ooh. Anything else?
We see, I think we like come back, almost like Memento, like we jump back through scenes, and we see Winnie kind of like going upstairs with the missive, and Drogar's just kind of standing there looking at her as she goes up the stairs. Right. Okay.
They are so similar in my mind. I understand.
An ethereal voice booms out from the heavens. Yeah, what's up? I'm your god here, bitch.
Drogar has been praying to Kate this whole time.
Oh my god, that would be wild.
Guys, I'm going to seek out Milivosh about the tower. Perhaps you can come aid me with something.
I think when you say the name Kaz, you throw her off her balance as she was throwing a dart at the board.
We see it go off.
Yeah. Ow! Well, I just lost that game now, so sure, whatever you want.
Great. Come.
Put some ice on it, you'll be fine.
Okay, milady.
That's great. So heading to Milivosh. Yeah. I don't know where the home base for him would be.
Is the church finished?
Yeah, by this point, let's say, yeah, sure. So why don't you head there? Because that was the last place you knew that he was posted up. So
What is his role again? What does he do?
Well, he kind of, he's kind of just a builder. He started as an apprentice for the coffin maker.
Sure. Okay.
Which is, in that whole quest when you're trying to find the bones, you almost got there. You get to the coffin maker through finding him, and then. But anyway, that's ancient history at this point.
Really?
But yeah, he was a coffin maker, and now he just works in construction all over the city at this point. He's just a handyman. Any construction project.
He's not union. He's working all over the place. He's got a job here, a job there.
He works all over the place. He's a contractor.
Uninsured, but very cheap.
Yes. And reliable. Yeah, so
we'll say we'll head to the church since you were looking for him there. And yeah, you see it is in fact completed. And as you're arriving, we'll say maybe like a service is just kind of letting out. And as you get there, the doors swing open and a thrum of people come out. Notably, when you first got here, there were like maybe 6 folks scattered around the pews inside. Now a whole throng of folks are coming out of here after receiving, the sort of word of the Lord of the Morning.
And how shocked to be when they open the doors to walk out to see 2 of the heroes.
And here they come. Yes,
coming
indeed.
right up the door.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. And in fact,
please, no autographs.
And as they come up, you kind of almost start to get swamped as they come towards you, and all of them are pointing towards the beacon, right? Having been recently lit. As they point to you and they say, my lord, was that you? Was that you? You lit the beacon at last and kept us all safe from the terrors what crawled in the night?
Actually, my meager, brilliant people, Kaz is owed all the responsibility and all.
My lord Kaz, you what?
And Drogar sneaks out the side and goes into the church.
My lord Drogar, you are
having a demon bumping in my night for the past fortweek. I'm so glad now he's gone running off. You got the village all ship shape.
That wasn't a demon, that was your boyfriend.
My lord Drogar is so modest.
And as they are kind of
Please accept this skin. I peeled it off of something. I thought it was so rotten. I don't know what it was, but it's for you, my lord.
No, you know who really loves stuff like that is Drogar. You should give it to him.
Take his skin. Mine has been aged much longer. God.
Yes. Kaz gets mobbed.
Yes, yeah.
And we see Drogar kind of snake in the side and just kind of snickering to himself as he...
You son of a...
as the doors close.
That's funny.
That's fucking great.
Drogar will seek out Milivosh in the church. Wait, who was giving the sermon?
Is it
Lady Petrovna? Yeah, it's Lady Petrovna.
Oh.
So
So it's her and
Right. She's at the head. I had done this thing. I think I want to backtrack something I had said. I had said originally she had taken this vow of silence, and then I updated it to say that she like spoke. She spoke, but only like holy text. I want to walk that back. I think I like the sound of the like vow of silence better. But she still leads them. So maybe it's more like a Quaker meeting house where you just go in and you just, she just stands there and like welcomes people, and then you talk if you wanna. Maybe that's it. That's the lore. Anyway, headcanon. Here we go. But maybe like we'll say, I think at this point Milovaj would be an attendant and a faithful. So let's say you bump into him as he's making his way in, out of the church with this crowd of worshipers. Right. When you first met him, he was pretty like rough spun peasant, like the deep cut peasant shirt, which we all love so much. He's got his clothes have some color in it now, They got a little color. We'll say he's got like this nice brown, he's got like a nice, like a dark, almost auburn, reddish brown,
coat, like a,
what do you fucking call? Just a nice tunic.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. We'll call it that. But you bump into him, he's like, oh, Drogar, good to see you.
Milovaj, the church looks magnificent.
Thank you, my friend. But it is the grace of the lady which makes it resplendent, so I just, stuck the beams up there.
Yes, but there's something to be said about one doing hard work and it restoring something like this.
Well, from what I have learned, the universe seems to have a distinct need to chew everything up, so I suppose we're all putting the pieces back together. And that's what life is. But it is good to see you back in the city. I assume you have something to do with the lighting of the dragon's old lamp.
It was old Kaz.
Is that so?
Yes.
Well, I always knew I liked her.
She is much faster than we all thought.
Helpful.
Yes. And fast with heavy objects, too. But that is not why I come. Milovaj, there came a time where it seemed that you had decided your time was up.
Yes, I remember well. Barovia has a way, or perhaps I should say, had a way, of making you think there was only one way out.
Yes. There is a text from where I come from, one that ancient, that I love, but it begins with, midway in my life's journey, I found myself in a dark wood, and the right road lost. I think you found yourself in that dark wood, and I think you have found the road again.
Well, thank you, Drogar. I happen to agree with you, and it is in much thanks to you and your compatriots.
To that end, I have a task that I would like to beset you with.
Oh, an opportunity to pay back your kindness?
Before you go there, it is a task that you have the choice to say yes or no to. But it is hard work. And the task, well, it will be part of our final assault.
What do you mean?
The tower. The beacon. There is a great fortress. I do believe that this is meant for us to be our staging point.
You really mean to do it? You mean to go to Ravenloft, face him in the heart of his power, and try to rid this place of him, truly?
Yes.
Then tell me what you need.
And I think we see this kind of montage.
That's great.
This little thing of Drogar being like, great, and he pulls out this scroll and
That's great.
And I just start pointing to
mapping out how to what the process of.
Well,
trying,
I think we got
a huge construction plan.
But I think we got project. I think we have an old map, maybe from
the because you found the old
from the archives,
of
the.
The schematics of the place, maybe,
or even just like a rendering of what it looked like in its day. Maybe one of the scribes drew it, when they were at lunch. Just kind of drew what it looked like in its full beauty. And from there we can I start discussing that with him. And Drogar just kind of takes out of his pocket a coin purse and just kind of pushes it toward Milovaj.
What is this coin for? This gold?
What is this? What the fuck is this?
How much and what is? You did just come across a windfall. That's true, right? You just came across a windfall from Baba Lazaga's.
I don't know who has it in their inventory, but it ain't me, babe.
I have
It ain't me, babe.
and it's split. It's actually split amongst all of us.
I think we did. We split it up, but yeah.
Well,
yeah,
I did not write
somewhere
it
in
down.
there. But I pass. It's a bag with 30 gold in it, and I pass it to Milavash, and I say, "This is for you and for your trusted workers, Milavash. I do not think I need to say how imperative it is that these plans be kept secret."
Aye. We would not want to give away our plans to our enemy while we're still building the fortress. I see. This is going to be quite a project. You understand? I got my start making coffins. Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to have to talk to Danica about this. We're going to need funding and probably want to bring in some of the Crest Covens. They have a better understanding of stone than we do. But if the beacon can get lit again, I'm pretty convinced anything can happen.
The keep, it needs to be rebuilt. And I do believe that with the beacon lit, it will allow carts and travelers to move the roads without being attacked.
Oh, yes, indeed. And you should talk to Danica. She has worked it out. We have already seen increased movement along the ways. Blood is flowing through these old veins. The valley's coming back to life. It is wondrous well to see.
Then I leave it to you, Milavash.
I'll see to it. I can't make any promises about time frame right now, but if it's within the strength of the people in this valley, it will be done.
I knew that there was a reason we found you.
I guess there was a reason I left that day. Thank you, Drogar.
Very good. Well, I should probably get back to Kaz before she throws one or two villagers across the square.
We got back.
Yes, you walk out. You walk out through the church doors, and Kaz is standing atop the steps with a throng of people enraptured. So there I was, atop the beacon of Argynvost.
Yes!
The altar of the beacon before me, Strahd atop the reanimated corpse of Argynvost behind me.
I was riding a dragon! Shut up, the queen's talking!
And atop my exhausted, shaking arms, 500 pounds of dragon skull.
Like the kids in the front.
Wow!
I prepared myself to leap forward and drop the skull into the altar. When behind me, I heard the rapid flapping of cadaverous wings as Strahd lunged forward, and then she does a double take back towards Drogar. None other than Drogar Stonebreath, frail and old as he is. With no concern for his few years left. Threw his ancient body in between me and the even more ancient bones of the dragon, waylaying Strahd von Zarovich and taking a whole lot of pain in the process. And I think he still has a crick in his back. You should all give him a lot of gifts and adoration. I'll be at the Blue Water. Bye! And she runs off.
Yes! Yes!
Drogar the old and frail! Let's hear it! Drogar the old and frail!
As Kaz is like sprinting off with her speed, her double dashing. Just, you reap what you sow, old man.
That's great. And then they all throng about you, Drogar.
That's great.
As you are running off,
Bye.
Drogar kind of breaks through the crowd and is like, Kaz, I have one more thing I need you for.
All right, let's walk and talk.
You see how the church is finished?
As she spins around and is backpedaling, I'm gonna keep walking, but yes, I see it.
Its steeple needs something.
Hmm?
And Drogar will unfurl the standard of the Knights of the the Golden Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Would you do the honors of putting this atop the steeple?
Well, I don't know. I know Argynvost said I could fly. Mechanically, I can only fly when I'm raging. So I can try. And I think she could try, but she can't do it. She can't do it. And I don't think she knows. She hasn't put two and two together yet that she can't do it unless she's enraged.
What is something that would make you very angry?
Uh-oh. Oh, Jesus. I feel fear.
Oh, I know. Kaz, have I ever told you about the time that I was working with this great, great banker? He was budgeting for a huge thing for the Emperor. And, well, I was in charge of, most of the time I would take the Emperor away from his tasks.
Is this going somewhere?
And keep him concentrated on things that weren't bothering him day to day. So, but anyway, I digress. The banker was worried about the cost of the feast. And so I worked with him and had a certain amount of enjoyment working with the budgets and such. We had a great idea for these candelabras.
Is this another digression?
Yes, but yes, I digress again. As we saw here, the Emperor was very pleased for the name day, and Drats, what was I talking about?
Please get to the point. Drogar, please get to the point.
Hold on, I was talking about. Well,
is this story about candelabras or something else?
Oh no, it's about something else entirely.
What's the thing it's about?
Well, yes, that's what I remember. There was a discrepancy in the budget, right? Because we went for the bronze candelabras, and they happened to be 3 silver and 75 copper more than the brass.
You have told me this one before. And yeah, assuming that the let's see. So we said that my dash
just throws it up there.
In order to get out of this story, she takes off in flight.
Flies. Yeah. Well, what did we say? So I think we said that it could take the shape of it could take one of my dash actions while I was raging.
So while you're raging and you use that feature where you can dash as a bonus action, it's the eagle feature,
right?
Once per day,
right?
You can instead of when you use that feature, you can fly instead of dashing.
Instead of taking okay, so I'm just trying to think how tall is the how tall?
You could get up there if you're flying. You can get up to.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So with like
we'll say like 80 feet is the top of the steeple.
Yeah, with like a rocket taking.
And
off.
I think Kaz, when you do, so you like
a Roger Rabbit when you eat something spicy.
Yeah. Yeah, you're trying to be patient with Drogar's story, but you just can't hold it in. So you launch, and I think as you jump.
Nobody can.
Kaz.
I see what you're doing and I resent it. Give me that.
Wind starts to swirl around your feet. And Drogar, you see as she kind of kicks off the ground, it kind of swirls up and as it moves, it pulls up a bunch of sticks and twigs and pebbles from the road around you. And it kind of like swirls up behind her and almost like brushes out to form the shape of wings that beat as she jumps and propels herself up into the air. And then, she's just flying.
Yeah, so she leaps up through the air and like this big overhead spikes the standard of the Golden Dragon down into the very peak of the what's it called? The tower.
The church, yeah.
The church steeple. And then just is sitting on top of the church steeple, breathing heavily.
You hear from the bottom,
"An excellent addition, my lord." As her rage kind of very quickly comes down because she wasn't really all that angry about anything in particular. Fair play, old man.
And Drogar just kind of looks up and goes,
"Great,
good.
All right, genius. How do I get down?"
He can't. He's got bad hearing. He starts walking.
Cut to.
Damn it.
Gosh, you, Drogar!
She finds a cart full of hay somewhere nearby and like Ezio.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed off the roof.
Yeah. It's like a jar of onions or something.
It's like a big vat of onion of pickles. Pickling onions.
Pickle tubs that you.
A big vat of pickling onions, and it just explodes.
Yeah. That's it. Oh, fun back in Vallaki. How wonderful. Olaf. So you go to explore the perimeter. What's it like walking amongst? This is the biggest settlement in the valley. What's it like for you walking amongst civilization?
Yeah, so I think it's like he's like a kid at a candy store. Like, so he's just like walking around, like looking at the walls,
Looking
and
at
he's
the
just
tall
like,
buildings.
Yeah, like, pretty tall building.
Yeah, you're kind of moving about, milling about at your musings, drinking in the wonders of this beacon of civilization. When, you hear a voice kind of come up from behind you saying, "I hope this is not too forward, but I would hazard a guess that you're pretty new in town."
Yeah, you could say that.
And you turn about, and Rudy is standing there, whom I don't think you've met yet.
I don't think so, yeah. And so I think he'll like hold out his hand like, Skogr Olaf.
Ah, well, my name is Adolphus Rudolphus Favolphus, but everyone around here just calls me Rudy.
Oh yes, Rudy, that will do much better.
Adolphus Rudolphus Favolphus
Adolphus Rudolphus Frivolphus.
is too much for you.
Just right.
I'm a big fan. Big fan.
So Adolphus Rudolphus Favolphus Van Richten would be his full.
Jesus
I
Christ.
fucking love that.
Adolphus Rudolphus Favolphus Van Richten. That's
They
your
just
name.
called me Rudy.
But everyone, the little one started calling me Rudy, and, it seemed nice.
Aye. Rudy it is then. You can call me Olaf.
Oh, what is, unless I much miss my guest, friend Olaf, you are one of the berserkers who live on Yesterhill out to the west of the valley,
Yes, sir. I made their lead scout. I was sent out on this mission.
Oh, well, certainly you have scouted quite a ways. Ha ha ha!
Yeah, you could say that. I'd never seen a place like this before. Well, from the inside, I've seen it from the outside.
I would imagine so. What brings you to the city?
I've just been traveling with the heroes, helping out where I can.
The heroes? Well, we hold ourselves in distinguished company then, and any friend of theirs is one of mine. Good to see that they have brought someone real blood of the valley into the fold.
Just trying to do what I can. What do you do around here?
Oh, mostly annoy people, and every once in a while dispense a choice bit of wisdom that saves the day.
I don't know much about wisdom, but I could probably use some if you got any handy.
I have plenty to spare. Would you like to accompany back to the Blue Water, friend Olaf?
I mean, I didn't get too far, but seems like this place is pretty well taken care of. I'm sure if I disappear for a drink or two, nobody would notice.
I think that's true. And you're quite well to assess so. Hasn't always been the case, but of late, really has been quite something. Danica is mostly to thank. She knows how to run a tight ship.
Did she plan all this, or it's some pretty amazing planning?
She's pulled off some pretty amazing maneuvers, bringing the city together. It's really been something of a miracle, I must say.
Aye.
But more to tell once we get back.
Lead on, friend Rudy.
I think I shall, friend Olaf. And you make your way back to the Blue Water together. Great. So then we'll say, how about then we kind of all are reconvening. Drogar and Kaz coming back.
Kaz is soaking wet and covered in little bits of onion.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. Coming back from the church.
Drogar draped in 2 old flayed skins.
Yeah. Olaf and Rudy coming back into the inn, and then maybe Winnie and Danica also coming downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
So we all kind of reconvene together back on the main floor of the Blue Water. And I think maybe Danica kind of comes down the stairs holding your hand, Winnie, talking gently about, I don't know, whatever it might be. Something simple. Something...
Yeah. I think Winnie is like softly smiling and looking up at her and holding her hand, and she's just a little tear stained, a little like little kid post cry, but they're fine now.
Yeah, they're fine. Yeah. And she's kind of like, she's like one shoulder is much lower than the other, like, and with just your hand wrapped around one finger. Yeah. And as you head down the stairs, and she looks up and sees all of you and says, "It is good to see you all in good health. Back safe where you belong here at the Blue Water. I have heard and seen, and she kind of gestures, and you can see a little bit of the lamplight filtering in through the window, of your business of late. This is wondrous work. How are you all?
Tired.
Yes. Reaching the end of
Something.
yes.
Well, what is an ending of something but a beginning for something else? Let us have a night, yes? I understand you are tired, but oftentimes breath from a friend can give us a bit of a second wind, no?
Yeah.
I am glad you are here. I have a small bit of business to talk to amend with all of you, but other than that, welcome back to the Blue Water. It is always a home open to you.
Well, thank you, Danica. I hope you don't mind, but I have commissioned Milivosh to reconstruct the Keep of Argenvost.
The old fortress. It would be a boon in our effort. I won't deny it.
I would like to use it as a staging point for our assault.
Expensive, difficult, but if he thinks he can do it, it would be a great boon.
I think it would be a great place for the Kreskovians and the Vallakians, even the Peruvians, as few as they are.
Speaking of our upcoming liberation of the valley and overthrow of that bastard in his castle, I have something to talk to you about. Is now an opportune time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Should we go to the booth?
Why don't we take a seat? I will have our house special brought over.
So
yeah, I think we all snuggle into the corner booth.
Yeah, you take seats. Probably some food is in order as well. So like you take some time to settle in, and it probably feels pretty comfortable. I would imagine being back at the Blue Water.
I feel like it's Drogar on the end.
Mm-hmm.
Winnie is in the middle. Kaz is next to Winnie with her arms up on the booth, so she's like kind of like around Winnie, and Olaf is like on the other side of the booth, and it's like I feel like that's how I see it.
Small bladders on the outside.
Yes. Big tails.
Don't worry about me.
She just slides under the table,
Or even better, she's like,
I have to go to the bathroom.
traversing.
and like we're like,
Pass Winnie down.
Yeah.
I had to pee.
Just to the side, would you?
So yeah, you get together some food and some drink.
But I have something to discuss with all of you. It is about our ultimate liberation of this valley. So far, I think I hazard to say things are going rather well. It is a lot of work to get us there, but such as it is. Since you dealt with the werewolves, the Kreskovans have been able to reallocate many of their resources to patrolling the roads, which has opened them up for trade. The cities are communicating with each other, in concert with each other in a way they have not been in centuries. The exception to this, of course, and unfortunately, is Barovia itself, the village. Long has it suffered the worst of Strahd's oppressions, being directly under his nose. We've lost contact with our sister city. Some malign presence has either introduced itself there or taken grip where before was content to decide. I cannot say. I would send scouts, but something tells me we are going to need our best for this. I think it is to you to investigate the village and bring our sister city back into the fold.
Okay.
What say you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
It just so happens that we have two of our sister's daughters.
that's right.
Indeed.
Indeed. Yes, too true, Gertruda and Irina both, is that not so?
Yeah.
Something tells me Gertruda would be overjoyed to be reunited with her town.
It would pain me to see her go. But she really should be with her family in these trying times.
Right.
It's only right.
Yes, right.
But then you cut over to the. Well, if you wanted them over easy, you shouldn't be making my life so hard.
God damn! That was so fast.
Yeah.
Jesus, Trevor.
There it is.
Poor Ismark is like, oh, bother. Here's a 15% coupon off.
Strahdcast features Campbell O'Hare as Winnie, Kay Devine-Jones as Kaz, Ned Iannacone as Drogar, Tyler Kanter as Olaf, and me, Trevor William Fayle, as your DM.
Accio patrons! Special shout out to our newest patrons, Corin Porter and Amber Pitzenberger. Welcome to the party.
If you're not ready to support us financially, there are still plenty of ways to help us out. You can follow us on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at Critical Fail DM, binge Madness and Mercy on our YouTube channel, and join us there every other Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time when we do live listens of new episodes of the Strahdcast. Or rate and leave us a review wherever you like to listen. Thanks, Dungeoneers, and take your day with advantage.
You see that, Kasle?
I'm so sorry.
Take that again, Drogar. I hear if you do a handstand and drink a shot of mezcal, the hiccups go away.
You're a bad influence, Kay.